Okay, so in this video I'm going to show you how to graph a rational function using your GDC. So first of all, if you turn on your calculator, and you press on menu, it gives you all these different options, and what you need to do is you need to choose the graph function. So most of the time we're using the first function, which is this one, whereby you're doing normal arithmetic calculations. So you need to choose the one which allows you to draw graph function. So it's this one, graph. So you press on execute and then it opens this window for you, whereby it allows you to actually type the equation you want to graph. So I'm going to try to graph the rational function 1 divided by x minus 2, let's say. So 1 divided by, open bracket. To have x, you actually press on this key, which allows you to input the unknown. So 1 divided by x minus 2, close bracket, execute. So this inputs this graph onto your GDC, and this is the graph which is going to be drawn. So if you need to draw, you usually choose the draw function, which is F6. So if you press on F6, it's supposed to give you a graph, but it does not give you a graph in this case. So when this happens, it means that possibly your domain values have not been set well. So there's no need to panic. You try to sort out your domain value. So what we do is we press on Shift and then F3, which will allow us to access the V window. So if I press here, then I actually see that there's a problem with my window. My x min is actually 3.3. So let me put it as, okay, let me just delete those values. I'm going to put it as, okay, let me choose a negative value. So let me set my domain. So the domain is how you're going to define your x-axis. So here I'm telling the calculator to store the x value at -3. Okay? And then I'm going to tell the calculator that my x max is going to be, let's say 6. All right. And the scale is 1, meaning 1 square represents 1 unit on your GDC. And then what we do is we try to fix the y also. So y min as -7 is not bad. I can keep this one. My y max, I'm going to write it as actually 10, so that my y-axis ends at 10. I press on execute. So this one should actually be able to give me that graph. Okay, so I press on exit. So that was my graph. So if you study your notes well, you'll know that we should be having a vertical asymptote at x equal to 2. So this is why I defined the x as a value starting with a negative x value and then going up to 10, because x equal to 2 lies between those two values. So now if I click on graph, you see, so now we are able to get a nice graph. So the next time your calculator actually shows you nothing on the screen, it means that your V window is not appropriate. That's why the calculator can't process these values and it can't give you a graph. So you go back there like I did in this video and then you fix it. And you can see here that because we told the calculator that 1 square is actually 1 unit, so that's 1, 2. So at x equal to 2, you see there's a gap between the two graphs. So at x equal to 2, that's where we've got our vertical asymptote. All right? So I hope that this video helped you.